One of the most controversial film of the year, Animal. The film has been getting quite polarizing reviews lately. People are having problems with all kinds of stuff, from violence to blood, nudity, misogyny and a lot of other stuff. पर एक चीज है जिसके बारे में ज्यादा लोग बात नहीं कर रहे. In every story, the character goes through a journey which evolves him as a person. Then depending on the filmmaker or writer, we get to know कि क्या अंत में character बदलता है या नहीं. This transformation which the character goes through is called character arc. Character arcs are mainly of four types: positive arc, negative arc, fall arc and flat arc. I've seen a lot of people debating if such films like Animal with such flawed and psychotic characters should be made. And my answer to this is, such films should definitely be made. Films at the end of the day are a reflection of the real world. And such dark and flawed people do exist in our society. Every filmmaker has the right to tell the story they want and the character they want to create. Not all films are set in a fairy world. Films are a reflection of a society, no matter how hyper-realistic the world is. There is a layer of morality and reality which makes such stories relatable. Personally, I wouldn't have had any problem with the film if there was a reason shown for the character's behavior. Why is the character the way he is? Just showing that his father wasn't there for him won't make him go out fighting or killing people. In fact, the kind of father Ranvijay had, the character should have been more like Barfi than the person he became. Even if he became an animal, where was the point of transformation for the character? When did this kid slowly start diving into insanity, and violence for him was a way of expressing himself? We see the kid Ranvijay distributing chocolates to his classmates and telling them about his battle of attaining his father's love.
टाइम बताएगा. मेरे पापा के लिए मेरा प्यार फेल है, पास है, या दुनिया में सबसे फर्स्ट है.
From here, we directly jump to young Ranvijay, who confesses his love to a girl at her own wedding. He also goes on to lecture her about alpha males in ancient times, eventually winning her over. Then we see an argument with his brother-in-law regarding meeting the CM, which he straight up declines. Then he enters the college with a gun to find the person harassing his sister. In this whole process, when did the character become an alpha male? What was the breaking point? We don't know. We are just shown that out of nowhere, he has become an animal. There are many films with similar characters like Joker, Michael Corleone from The Godfather, or Walter White from Breaking Bad. All these characters had a breaking point which led to their transformation. For Michael, it was his urge to prove after being ill-treated by his own family members and also to protect his father. Michael is seen contemplating before he committed his first murder in the cafe. For Joker, it was the treatment he received by the society, and his breaking point was when he had to fire at 3 guys harassing him in the subway. For Walter White, it was the discovery of his lung cancer and the lack of money his family would have after his death. This is what led him into the meth business. In Animal, we see no such transformation in Ranbir's character. It would have made more sense if he would have become an animal after his father was shot, just like The Godfather. Revenge for shooting at his father was just an excuse for him to start violence again. This just shows Sandeep Reddy Vanga's lazy writing. Some of the scenes were actually so well thought and well written, especially the ending. The ending scene of the film is written with such nuance, layers, metaphors, and the final payoff to the scene is just heartwarming. But just to get to the end, we had to go through a lot of bullshit which made zero sense or showed any development in the character. Sure, the film has great music, the songs are outstanding, great action scenes, the color choices and cinematography is awesome, the title reveal is unique and creative, Ranbir and Bobby Deol's entry is out of the world, and the performances are of course amazing. But these things don't make a great film. It feels like Sandeep Reddy Vanga had thought of the film in fragments, like the action sequence where Arjun Valley plays, the murder of his brother-in-law and its non-linear editing style, the character's relationship with his father, and to connect these things to one another, we are shoved with his thoughts, philosophies, and things he finds interesting or provoking in between. What is the whole gravity or anti-gravity, voice recording of the first night, details of human anatomy, getting a Rolls Royce of the color of the body marks, or the unnecessary specificity he goes regarding irrelevant things? What does these things add to the film or the character? और बी प्राक का गाना रणबीर कपूर और बॉबी देओल की लड़ाई के बीच में क्या कर रहा था? What are the audience supposed to feel? Sure, they are brothers, but they are meeting for the first time with the purpose of killing each other. Or the dialogues, मेरा भाई बोल नहीं सकता, मेरा भाई सुन नहीं सकता. It's just that through this character and film, Sandeep Reddy Vanga was creating some moments of shock which made the film stand out. and just shoving the audience with the philosophy of the character and showing things just for the sake of it. He's just letting the character be whomever he wants to be without showing what made him the way he is. Just naming the film Animal won't do it. Characters like these do not get a happy ending. They choose darkness and will eventually finish in darkness until they choose to change themselves. What society would we be living in if the bad guy never understood that he's the bad guy and always got what he wanted? Showing such characters lose nothing, feel nothing, instead glorifying their actions is definitely bad storytelling and not in touch with the fabric of reality. Now that Ranbir's character has finally found his father's love and also his wife back, the animal within him should definitely calm down. But now there's someone even worse to look forward to. I'm excited to see what Sandeep Reddy Vanga does in Animal Park.